Hey guys, Cody here with Import Image Racing. I got a question for you. Do you live in one of those stupid states where you got to have a front license plate on your car? You know, well, the state might be nice, but the front plate isn't so nice. And while it's technically illegal to move or modify the plate or remove it from the car, you know, you'll see people put them inside the car. You'll see people just not run them, you know, and you can get fines and stuff like that. However, there's usually leniency if you have it on the front of the bumper still and it's not moved off of the front. So as long as it's visible in the front, they usually won't bother you until like maybe inspection time. But so we have just verified that the front license plate relocator kit from the previous gen BRZ works on this one, and today we're going to install it. So we're actually going to be installing the Grimspeed relocation kit today. We chose this one because it's adjustable and you can kind of set how you want your plate to be. Don't worry about scratching up your paint. Grab onto this fin with your fingers. Boom, pops off just like that. In your kit, you're going to find basically a tow hook without the hook on the end. What we're going to do is run this through and thread it. You're going to see a hole back there, and we're going to thread it to that hole. Now, this is a 17 millimeter on the end. We're going to just snug it up. We don't have to go crazy. As soon as it starts to get tight, you can kind of stop. Right there is good. We don't need to over tighten it. So after you thread in your rod to the tow hook area, we are going to get this little rocker mount that is going to sit in here, and you basically can start to thread in your bolt. Decide where you want this thing to sit at, and then you can tighten it down in that orientation. So you can kind of have this any way that you want it. You can have your plate angled this way, whatever. You can have it however you want it. Now, if you want the plate to be perfectly straight, you're probably going to need to run the spacers so that they don't hit the bumper. So they include two of these spacers, and that's just going to basically give you a little bit more space in between the rod here and the rocker mount, and then that's going to allow you to run the plate straight forward. However, we're going to put this at an angle for extra JDM, so I'm not going to need this spacer. I'm just going to go ahead and put this on, grab an Allen key, and just tighten this thing. So once it's about to be tight, now you can get this thing into position about where you want it and tighten it down. Make sure you get this nice and tight, or your plate may rotate on you while you're driving. So we got that on nice and tight. So after you have that mount on, we can take our front plate bracket, line up these holes in the center, and start to thread in your bolts. Now this gives you another little bit of option because you can kind of slide it back and forth if you want it more this way or more this way. We're going to opt in for more this way. Tighten this up. Nice thing is you can still access this bolt in the back if you've gotten to the point where you have this plate on and it's starting to go crooked on you. We can still access that bolt in the back, hold the plate still, and tighten it. Now your plate's not going anywhere. Well guys, that's it for the Grimspeed plate relocation kit. You've just earned yourself 5,000 JDM scene points. No, all jokes aside, it does look pretty cool. It's just depending on your taste. So another mod where you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it, but there's this option for you if you need it. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. We'll see you in the next one.